Hello, and welcome to Dandysworld. Now before I begin, I will not be talking about the community. There are already enough slop videos on how it's bad, and blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, how is this surprising? Every fandom is shit if you look in the right places. Well, I do have one thing to say about the community before I get started. Do not interact with it in any way. Do not speak about it in any way. Do not even talk about it in DMs, or else you will be spammed death threats and gore by the Dandy spies.
It was all a dream.
Alright, let's talk about gameplay. Gameplay-wise, Dandysworld is a roguelike Dead by Daylight clone for toddlers. You drop into a floor, do around 4 to 6 generators, then dip. Whilst monsters known as Twisted, who have the dumbest AI possible, wander around. Then after getting back in the elevator, once you've done all the generators, either Dandy will show up, where you can sell all these mysterious tapes on the floor, which I bet there's a 50-50 chance these either contain inappropriate scenes, or are company secrets that Dandy is selling off to the highest bidder. Also, there's a chance for you and your team to vote on a mostly useless upgrade. That's the Sparks Notes version, or just the Notes version in general. I don't know why I said Sparks Notes, I'm going crazy. Now let's get to the good parts of Dandysworld, because yes, despite how clickbaity the title and thumbnail is, I think Dandysworld has some good aspects. Let's start off with the visuals. Visually, it is absolute cinema. The maps are gorgeous, and I do have some gameplay gripes with them, but visually there's nothing to complain about. Beautiful, I could stare at these for hours and hours upon end. And Dandysworld uses a forbidden technique in Roblox games called environmental storytelling, and not there's technically environmental storytelling if you look how about, like in some Guts and Black Powder maps. There are posters on the walls that explain most of the characters, and this makes sense in universe because this is kind of like, I think, a bit of a playground and also just like a studio, like a cartoony studio, so it makes sense why you'd have, you know, posters of the characters on the walls. There are also letters that can just be found on desks randomly and aren't written in complete fucking gibberish. And some of the levels have TVs showing parts of the Dandysworld cartoon on loops, and I gotta say, these look really good. Well animated, just chef's kisses, mwah, 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 whatever the French do. Anyways, also I love all the character designs. Don't really know what to say. I mean, they're cute. Like, look at this thing in the eyes and tell me you don't feel your heart swell in greatness when you see it. I want plushies of all these characters, except Dandy. He's a cunt. Sadly, I can't spend all day talking about the visuals, so it's time to get to the main problem I have with Dandysworld, which is its gameplay and how repetitive it is. Every floor is mechanically identical, every Twisted is almost mechanically identical, every generator is mechanically identical, every character is mechanically identical, except for like a few. Yes, the main problem I have with this game is its repetitiveness. Every Twisted behaves the same, with them running at you when they spot you and instantly forgetting about you when you turn a corner. There are a few long-range ones, but in practice, they behave almost identically. Just run behind cover if they see you. This is extremely boring, and the sad part is some of them have really cool designs. Like, I like the capsule one, I think he's cool. There are special main Twisteds and other Twisteds with special mechanics that aren't just like this, but they don't appear often, with the main Twisteds usually, from what I've heard, only appearing on floor 15 plus. Maybe I've just been lied to though, but I've only encountered one throughout all of my playtime. I played this game longer than I thought I'd need to for this video. There are two actually interesting tunes I've encountered, but they're pretty rare. Now, this is kind of a huge problem. When the main threat, most of the time, is super boring and easy to avoid, that makes the game itself super boring. There is no reason why I should avoid these things when most of them will forget I existed 5 seconds after I turn a corner. Also, all the generators are the same. I want to have some different mini games for them. I get why they take so long. It's meant to make you feel vulnerable, out in the open, so you get jump scared, surprised by a Twisted showing up on you, which is completely understandable. However, why can't there just be like a few mini games with them, you know? Also, all these threats just aren't dangerous anyways. And all the tunes you play as might as well be the exact same. There are technically different classes, different stats, different abilities, technically. And there's technically distractors, healers, different categories. But again, these threats we're facing are just such non-threats that the only reason I play with team is so it doesn't take a million years to reach floor 5. And all the perks you can get as a team are kind of completely and utterly useless. 10 stamina in this game is practically nothing. A few seconds to elevator time is pointless considering how small the maps are. Item rarity may actually do something, but it hasn't really done much. I haven't really noticed much of a difference. And Dandy's shop is actually kind of useful, but this motherfucker always sells healing items when I don't have the money to afford them, yet when I do need healing items, he gives me bloody candy that I can just find on the floors. Now, enough of me complaining. How would I, personally, in my infinite, unending wisdom, fix this? First of all, I'd rework a lot of the twisted, not all of them. Some that, like having a few, just like this, that will mostly populate beginner floors, like floors 1 to 3. Just dumb ones so newer players can understand, how to deal with this thing. You need to run past corner, blah blah blah. Like for example, this guy, this twisted, he just behaves like every other twisted, but he's long range, i.e. when he sees you, he'll either chase you or just send out an attack, which is like you can just run past the corner. It's not really that interesting. But what if instead, when he grabbed you, instead of dealing damage, he would just pull you in for a hug? After all, his character's meant to be like a hugger. And let's just say when he grabs you, hugs you, you have to spam a certain button just so you can get out. And now this will probably just be easy to get out, easy to spam button, but the main thing about this would be that it'll take you out of hiding and that he will hold you still for a few seconds, meaning other twisteds can come and notice you and come chase you. Meaning he himself is not dangerous, but he will make the other twisteds more dangerous. Now, also I'd say increasing the chance for main twisteds to show up after at least floor 5, considering it can take around 15 minutes to get there, and getting to floor 15 plus can take literal hours with randoms. And if it takes ages for your games to actually be fun, then that's not a good game. This is the main problem I have with games like Doors and Pressure. They're just walking simulators that sometimes have fun moments until at the end when they're actually fun and you start seeing the events more frequently. Now, they should also rework some of the tunes. Some of them are perfectly fine. But why not, hear me out. Give Shrimpo a punch ability. Make him guess 1337. So he can stun twisted. He is meant to be a bully, and I know he's a shitpost character, and in practice his ability wouldn't actually make him any better. Because again, the twisteds are dumb as bricks and very easy to lose in the chase. But at least it make him somewhat fun to play. Also, I think the devs should lean more into the roguelike elements of the game. Make it so the perks you obtain can actually drastically change how you play. Like perma removing like 1 heart from every tune in exchange for faster movement or something like that. This would help make everyone feel significantly more unique. Now for every floor, there should be environmental hazards. Let's say in the shop floor, you can run through these clothes hangers, but it'll make a lot of noise and it'll attract the twisteds to you. Or heck, why not even make a floor based around music production? After all, this is meant to be a studio. This could be the place where they make the sound effects and stuff. And let's just say, if you walk into the wrong area, you'll trigger a whole bunch of instruments that'll make a loud noise, and then all the twisteds will be like, what the fuck is that? And wander over to you and be a good distraction. Now, in conclusion, is Dandysworld good or does it deserve the hate? Honestly, I'm finding this really hard to decide because, again, I love just every visual element of Dandysworld. I love the cartoons. I love how the tunes themselves look. Fuck Dandy, but anyways. But gameplay-wise, it can get really boring really fast. I say Dandysworld is the best when you're only doing like one run with a lot of friends, just so it doesn't take ages to get from one floor to the other, and maybe you'll have a higher chance of seeing more interesting twisteds. Like, I really do want this game to actually get better, Because again, I really like the design of the Twisteds. I really like the tunes. I think they're cute. I love the interactions in elevators between different tunes. It's just the gameplay. The gameplay can just get really boring. But yeah. Overall, would I recommend Dandysworld to my mate? Hell no! Unless we were playing together on that specific day. But hell yes! Also, Dandysworld does not deserve to hate, my dude. Yes, the fans are fucking weird, I will not lie. They are fucking weird. But every fandom has really weird people in it, okay? Besides, most of these are just kids. Don't be so mean. You were weird as a kid too, don't lie. Don't you dare lie to me, liar.